It's the top of the first. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Oscar K is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty, no one out.
Battle of Unbeatens. Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
This is Ballyard Baseball.
The two remaining undefeated teams in Ballyard Baseball, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders and Duck Ditch Dots, meet today to determine who takes sole possession of first place.
Popcorn.
Ballyard Baseball features a 5-game regular season schedule for each team, followed by the top 2 teams advancing to the Best-of-3 Ballyard Series. So, this game is humongous for positioning for a berth to the championship. Walt Langston, one of 9 literary named roster members for the Sugar Gliders, takes the hill for Sweetwater. K. Gass, power arm, is on the mound for the pitching-heavy Duck Ditch Dots, who got a perfect game performance from Porter pitching in their most recent contest. Sugar Gliders and Dots right now for first place in the Ballyard Baseball standings.
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, Sundays, ice cream.
BBN. Theater of the Mind.
Tonight's game is presented in part by December 26th. One of the calendar's most forgotten, underrepresented days is December 26. December 26 struggles to feel valued in comparison to its sibling, December 25. Although National Winers Day is recognized on December 26th, December 26th knows that the celebration of winers doesn't capture global attention like December 25. As one of only 6 days remaining in the current year, December 26 asks you to tell a friend that December 26 is a special day. Thank you, December 26, a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball.
It's a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan overlooking the best ballpark in ball. From the skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, this is Ballyard Baseball. On your screen, you're looking at the current standings in Ballyard Baseball. If you're on our YouTube stream at the Ballyard Baseball Network YouTube Distribution Center, you're seeing a very aligned display. If you're on our Game Changer flow at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, you're seeing the tilted version two different angles of the standings. They all look the same in the numbers. Sweetwater, Sugar Gliders, Duck Ditch Dots. Whoever wins today's game, or should they tie, they would stay in a first-place tie. But the winner, if we have someone with more runs than the other, one team will take sole possession of first place. Each team plays a 5-game regular season schedule, followed by the first-ever Ballyard Series coming up in January. And the winner of this game will be in prime position inside track to a berth in the top 2 best-of-3 games Ballyard Series on the Ballyard Baseball Network from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Well, fans are pouring, streaming, disembarking from the flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, and personal watercraft, as they do for every game at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Beautiful to see the fans streaming in on the morning after a fantastic night of ball one night ago in a big win for Bomb Mob over Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. 7-6 the final count. Bomb Mob a 3-run 5th inning, enough to hold up against a 2-run bottom of the 5th by Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. And now today we roll into this first place showdown. You can find all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. Philanthropy continues today. Toys for Tots, our beneficiary. You can see on your screen the QR code for real-world fundraising. Thanks to the Marine Corps Reserves. Every child deserves a little Christmas. Any time of the year, you can support Toys for Tots. Use that QR code on the screen now. Capture that and give what you can if you can help out the Toys for Tots mission. Or you can visit ballyardbaseball.com. There's a link at the top of our homepage. If you read through the top info, you'll see the link for Toys for Tots. Well, I believe Morgana might have made her way back. Our computerized robot play-eye-by-play-eye AI voice took yesterday off unexpectedly. I guess even computerized robots need a holiday. Believe Morgana might be in the house up here in the skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake with me, River Morgan, and a snoozing, slumbering 80-year-old Ping Pong Winchester also hanging out in the skybox for today's first place showdown. Ballyard Baseball coming up next. It's Sugar Gliders and Dots for first place on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
The Palace of Pong, the place for paddles. Ping Pong Palace, where ping pong players play ping pong and people populate pre- and post-perfect performances at the Ballyard. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please pop in for Pong. Purchase pop, popcorn, pizza, pastries.
Take it from me. Ping Pong Winchester. The place for Pong is Ping Pong Palace.
Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please pop in for Pong. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Water Wings, Sugar Lake's #1 of 1 wing shop, and by Fourth Wall Outdoor Cinema, a drive-in without the cars, and by The Sinker Boatyard and Marina. The Sinker, voted 7 years running as America's most ironically named marina. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's the top of the first. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Oscar K is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty, no one out.
We're at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. A beautiful image on your screen. Every game a night game. It's always under the lights and dark skies inside the weather walls that ensure perfect weather in the village of Sugar Lake. Night game, even though it may not be such, wherever you are taking in today's action. There's the Ballyard. You see that best ballpark in all the land displayed for you. And we match up Sweetwater Sugar Gliders and Duck Ditch Dots in this first place tilt with pitcher K-Gas on the hill, Kendall Ring up behind the plate. Pitch one, fouled away.
The count is 0-1.
By Oscar Kipling.
The count is 1-1.
Strike two.
The count is 1-2.
Ground ball to Perk P at second base. Sabrina Smoke takes the throw.
Oscar K grounds out. Second baseman Perk P to first baseman Sabrina S. Edgar C steps up to the plate.
Edgar Christie, the batter, right fielder, the left-handed hitter.
The count is 0-1.
Strike two.
The count is 0-2.
0-1.
The count is 1-2.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Edgar Christie grounds that to Colt Mix. K-Mix at shortstop fires across to Sabrina Smoke. 2 ground balls.
Edgar C grounds out. Shortstop Colt M to first baseman Sabrina S. Walt L steps up to the plate.
Walt Langston, starting pitcher, lefty. Going to use the left arm to deliver, and at the left side of the plate here to bat.
1-0.
2 down, nobody aboard for Walt. Walt Langston will be pitching to catcher Oscar Kipling, who grounded out in this inning. Lefty with the short porch, 202 3/8 of a foot to right field. Lifts it that way. Porter pitching is there.
Walt L flies out to right fielder Porter P. That ends the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle will be Sherlock W, then Sabrina S, then KKC.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. Run! This has been a test of the emergency alert system. In the event of an actual emergency, you're probably cooked.
9-time platinum, cobalt, titanium certified local recording legends. You've heard them on Cliché Country. You've heard them live at Sweet Strings Bandshell, performing selections from their new holiday album entitled The Hummers Hum Holiday Hits. Here are the Hummers. Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's the bottom of the first. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Sherlock W is at bat. Walt L pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. It's the bottom of the first. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Sherlock W steps up to the plate.
Sherlock walk.
The count is 1-0.
A renowned drawer of free passes, off to a 2-0 start against
count
Walt
is
Langston.
2-0.
Works the count every time to Sherlock. Right-handed batter.
The count is 3-0.
Out to a 3-0 count. Sherlock looks a little groggy, maybe hung over from Christmas a little bit. Pops it up foul on a 3-0
Sherlock
count.
W pops out to catcher Oscar K. Sabrina S steps up to the plate.
You don't see that out of Sherlock walk. known for working counts until ball 4 comes, unless he slaps a ball in play. Had a triple in the season opener, but other than that, pretty much stands there and either fends off strikes or takes close pitches around the zone. And here, might have stayed up too late last night with the eggnog. Sherlock walk, pops out to Oscar Kipling in foul territory. Sabrina Smoke, the first base defender for Duck Ditch Dots, now in. Sabrina, left-handed batter. No score in the bottom of the first 5-inning ball game today. Sabrina going to hack at the first pitch and rip that to right field. Pulls it to Edgar Christie, down for a single.
Sabrina S. singles on a line drive to right fielder Edgar C. KKC steps up to the plate. The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
KK Campos, left-handed batter. Against this lefty pitcher, right center field, single. Sendak Seuss runs over, cuts it off. Sabrina Smoke going to get to third base on that. First and third with one away.
KKC singles on a hard ground ball to center fielder Sendak S. Sabrina S. advances to third. Colt M. steps up to the plate. They're 0-0 today.
Colt Mix, right-handed batter, the shortstop, talented contributor, carrying this Duck Ditch Dots along is one of the keys to this 2-0 record, but it's been the pitching. Duck Ditch Dots have played 2 games. They've only scored 3 runs, but they've only given up 1 run. And they have a 2-0 record. It's all pitching, these Duck Ditch Dots, and their head coach, Pablo Painter, the Picasso of pitching.
0-1.
Sweetwater Sugar Gliders, Coach Dexter Rose. At 2-0, Walt Langston, Maya Sinclair, keys to this start.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Runners on the corners, first chance to strike here. And remember now, we've got first place on the line. 2-0 teams, one looking to become the only undefeated team remaining in Ballyard baseball. Colt Mix, right-handed batter. Walt Langston sends it. Ground ball to Hobbs Rousseau at second. Hobbs flips to Hemingway Shakespeare, who fires onto Colt Mix. 4-6-3 double play.
Second baseman Hobbs R to shortstop Hemingway S to first baseman Rudyard D. Sabrina S did not score. KKC out advancing to second. That ends the bottom of the first. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0.
We welcome a proud new sponsor of Ballyard Baseball, celebrating the mundane activities of the game and the realities of being human, taking nightlife to a new, low level. The Spit and Scratch Bar, where you can spit and you can scratch. The Spit and Scratch, where free expression and unfiltered behavior are welcome and encouraged. Who approved this? Tonight's team sponsor for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders is Sugar. Just try to stop ingesting us. Dopamine. Get some. Sugar says, let's go, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Pass the donuts.
It's the top of the second. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Maya S is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Maya S steps up to the plate.
Maya Sinclair, number 4 batter, third base defender, the right-handed hitter. Walt Langston flew out to right field to end the first at-bats for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Hit that to Porter pitching who was regaled and honored and installed as a legend of the Ballyard a couple nights ago. His parents, Peter and Penelope, pitching, were on hand. As Porter with his perfect game in the most recent outing for these Duck Ditch Dots. He's playing right field right now, but he is the guy who fired off the perfect game against Prenatal Prospects on Saturday, and the legend has been minted as he now has been commemorated with his own statuary installment here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. River Morgan with you, joined happily by our play-eye-by-play-eye. Thanks to Morgana for showing up today after the no-show computerized robot yesterday.
Oh hell, I mean, hell. Oh hell, I mean, hell. Oh, I'm Morgana. Why not?
Morgana, here we go. K-Gas, Kendall Ringup pitching and catching in the top of the second with Maya Sinclair, who's been a terror in the early going of Ballyard baseball, one of the top offensive threats in this league. Maya Sinclair, named for Maya Angelou and Upton Sinclair. All of these Sweetwater Sugar Gliders players, literary names
The
in
count is
design.
0-1.
Ball one.
The count is 1-1.
Maya ranks third in the league in runs batted in, fourth in the league in base hits, has the third best on base percentage among all players on all teams in Ballyard baseball. Fantastic statistics from Maya up and down the line. Second most home runs in the league for Maya Sinclair, behind Ellie Wow, who hit a couple last night. She's got 5 now, does Ellie Wow. Maya with 3 home runs on the young season. Here's a pitch to Sinclair on a 1-1, fouls it away for a
The count
1-2
is
count.
1-2.
Sinclair on this heat from gas, rips it toward BB. Heat in center field, running catch above the head, and an out.
Maya S lines out to center fielder BB. H. Upton L steps up to the plate.
Upton lit. So Maya Sinclair, named for Maya Angelou, and Upton Sinclair. Upton lit, named for Upton Sinclair, and literature.
The count is 0-1.
Ball one.
The count is 1-1.
Strike two.
The count is 1-2.
Strike three, you're out.
Upton L strikes out swinging. KG pitching. Sendak S steps up to the plate.
Sendak Seuss, left-handed batter, center fielder. Speedy Sendak Seuss. Maurice Sendak, author of, among other things, Where the Wild Things Are, and a classic, In the Midnight Kitchen, a favorite. We had a chance to catch up with Sendak Seuss. Sendak wears number 27, and we inquired with Sendak before the game today how the number 27 was selected for this young player now batting against K-Gas. Sendak had this to say.
I chose number 27 because Theodore Geisel, or Dr. Seuss, before he was able to get his first publication published, he was rejected 27 times. 27 different publishers said no to Dr. Seuss. So, inspired by his stick-to-itiveness, I chose the number 27 to remember Dr. Seuss failed 27 times before on that 28th fateful visit, a publisher said yes to one of the all-time legends of literature. Thank you, Dr. Seuss.
Well, thank you, Sendak Seuss. Great summary of how that number wound up on your jersey. Impressive inspiration for Sendak Seuss with 2 away in the top of 2 and no score between these first place teams, Sweetwater Sugar Gliders and Duck Ditch Dots.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Sendak Seuss 1-2 count. Hard ground ball pulled to Sabrina Smoke. Makes the glove play, steps on first. Third out, top of the second's done.
Sendak S grounds out to first baseman Sabrina S. That ends the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle will be BB H, then Porter P, then Kendall R.
Today's team sponsor for Duck Ditch Dots is Pablo Painter's Painters, the Picasso of Sugar Lake. Pablo Painter has painted everything from the Sweet Strings band shell to the skybox to the Sweet Spot storefront and flyover gondola cars and our local fleet of water taxis. Pablo Painter's Painters says, "Let's go, Duck Ditch Dots. Dot those corners and paint those edges."
Ballyard baseball. Ballyard baseball.
Hey, Ballyard baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard baseball.
It is indeed a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
I'm Morgana. Why not? It's the bottom of the second. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. BB H is at bat. Walt L pitching. The bases are empty. No one out. That ends the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. It's the bottom of the second. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. BB H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
BB Heat, center fielder, number 5 batter, first pitch swinging, rips that to the gap in left center, double, stand-up double. Sendak Seuss chased it down, runner aboard, nobody out. Porter pitching coming up.
H doubles on a line drive to center fielder Sendak S. Porter P steps up to the plate.
Porter pitching being celebrated this week for that perfect game on the mound, and Porter with a runner at second base, chance to take the lead.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-0.
Works 2 misses from Walt Langston, just missed the zone on those, now gets one in the zone.
Count is 2-1.
Strike 2.
Big swing and a miss by Porter pitching, the right-handed batter.
Strike 3.
And another swing and a miss.
Porter P strikes out swinging. Walt L pitching. BB H remains at second. Kendall R steps up to the plate.
Kendall ring up, catcher for Duck Ditch Dots.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Handles this elite pitching staff so well.
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
Ball for a 1-2 count to ring up.
The count is 1-2.
Out.
Foul tip.
Kendall R is out on foul tip. Walt L pitching. BB H remains at second. Perk P steps up to the plate.
Perk P, little PP, wearing number 33, the second baseman. Leadoff double, still standing out there is BB Heat. Back-to-back strikeouts. Good answer from Walt Langston. And a get out of an early bottom of the second inning rocket to left center field. Escaped the damage after that double. Back-to-back Ks. First pitch to Perk P.
Strike 1.
Looking at a
The
strike.
count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Foul.
The count is 1-2.
Little lefty Perk P likes to slap it around the diamond, shooting it the other
The
way.
count is 2-2.
2-2 delivery. Perk P keep this inning alive. Does slap it toward Maya Sinclair at third base. Over to Rudyard Doyle across the diamond. Makes the catch at first.
Grounds out. Third baseman Maya S to first baseman Rudyard D. That ends the bottom of the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle. 0. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Rudyard D, then Hobbs R, then Hemingway S. It's the top of the third. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle. 0. Rudyard D steps up to the plate.
Through 2 innings of play, no score. Good start to a first place duel. 3 hits for Duck Ditch Dots. A little abnormal for them, not super offensive, but no runs across. They have a couple singles, Sabrina Smoke and KK Campos, the double from BB Heat, but no runs have come to the plate. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders struggling with the pitching of K Gas, one of the premier pitchers featured by these Duck Ditch Dots. K Gas back on the hill to start the third in just a moment. K throwing those warm-up pitches. 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout for K. 19 strikes on 25 pitches. You can see on the box score on your screen. 25 pitches in for K Gas, getting ready for the 7, 8, 9 batters of Sweetwater Sugar Gliders due up to get us into the third inning.
Cliche Country, Sugar Lake's unicorn of radio. Wide open and in the saddle. Tough, gritty. We are servant leaders with exceptional bandwidth who give 110%. So open a can of worms and beat a dead horse. Get outside the box. 108.1 FM. Put a pin in it for a win-win situation. Sugar Lake's Cliche Country, 108.1 FM. It is what it is. You got this. Have a nice rest of your day.
Happy holidays, y'all. It's Spurs Chaps from Cliche Country. 108.1 FM. Legendary, decorated Hall of Fame disc jockey Spurs Chaps. Wishing you and yours a mighty happy holiday. Remember to tune in to 108.1 FM Cliche Country in the new holiday release from our local recording artist, 9-time certified Platinum, Cobalt, Titanium certified local recording artists and the legends, the Hummers, featured again today after a beautiful performance last night throughout our game. I'm Spurs Chaps. Enjoy the ball game. First place showdown, Sugar Gliders and Dots.
It's the top of the third. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle. 0. Rudyard D is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty. No one out. Rudyard D steps up to the plate.
First at-bat of the day for Rudyard Doyle, named for Rudyard Kipling and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. If you're not familiar with him, you know what to do. Look him up. K Gas delivering,
The
misses
count is 1-0.
by a centimeter.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-0.
Strike 1.
The count is 2-1.
Strike 2.
The count is
Off-speed pitch from K Gas fooled Rudyard Doyle and now burns a fastball by for the strikeout.
Rudyard D strikes out swinging. KG pitching. Hobbs R steps up to the plate.
Hobbs Rousseau.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Hobbs pops
Hobbs
up
pops
to
out
third base.
Third baseman KKC.
Hey, pick it up.
Hemingway S steps up to the plate.
Morgana, our play-eye-by-play-eye, trying to wake it back up here. A little delayed on that pop-out, Morgana. That was a big play. 2 down now is Rousseau. Hobbs started that double play defensively for the Duck Ditch Dots in the first inning to get out of a 1-out, 2-aboard jam. It was Hobbs Rousseau who took a ground ball, flipped it successfully to Hemingway Shakespeare at short and rolled that over to first base to Rudyard Doyle. All 3 of those players batting now in this inning. They were the combo on that 4-6-3 double play. Big clutch DP against the Dots in the bottom of 1. First at bat for Hemingway Shakespeare, and then the top of the order due up next. 5-inning ball game at the Ballyard, fouled away by Shakespeare.
The count is 0-1. The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
K. Gass not messing around in this
The
inning.
count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
Now misses a couple
The
times.
count is 2-2.
2-2 count. Throws a big breaking ball.
Hemingway S strikes out looking. KG pitching. That ends the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0.
That takes us to the 3rd inning stretch. Strikeout pitch from K. Gass. 2 strikeouts in the inning now, 3 for the game from Gass, who laid off the fastball, known for the heater as K. Gass. Went to the big breaking ball, and Hemingway Shakespeare stood there a-watchin'. Well, school's out. We're on break, and that means the fine students of the Sugar Lake Elementary School for the gifted, accelerated, and superior, they're on break. So we get another visit from a young person who's learned how to mix up. Take me out to the ball game. An honor today to have representation from the young folk of the community for our 3rd inning stretch. Today's 3rd inning stretch is presented by a student who walked backward to the microphone. He prefers to call his school Elementary Lake Sugar. He's in grade 3rd, and his preferred name is Smith Jimmy. So, away it take, Smith Jimmy.
Game ball, old the at out, your strikes 3, 2, 1, it's 4. Shama, it's win, don't they? If team home. The for root me, let back get never I. If care don't I jack, cracker and peanuts, me by crowd. The without me, take game ball, the 2 out me. Take, you think.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.
It's the bottom of the third. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. KG is at bat. Walt L pitching. The bases are empty, no 1 out. That ends the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0. Leading off for it's the bottom of the third. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 0.
Yeah, we heard this part, Morgana.
KG steps up to the plate.
K. Gass. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
The count is 0-1.
K. Big righty.
The count is 0-2.
Batting number 9. Back to the top of the order. Sherlock Walk up next. Swing and a miss. 3 in a row.
KG strikes out swinging. Walt L pitching. Sherlock W steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Sherlock Walk, a surprising pop out in the first inning.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-0.
Imagine Sherlock is going to
Strike 1.
atone for the mistake.
The count is 1-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Down in a 1-2 deficit, but not afraid of these counts.
The count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Had a 3-0 count in his first at-bat in the first inning and then popped up the catcher.
The count is
Uncharacteristic.
2-2.
2-2 count after the foul ball.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-2.
Foul.
The count is 3-2.
Now Sherlock doing what Sherlock does and draws the free pass.
Sherlock W walks, Walt L pitching. Sabrina S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Sabrina Smoke with a 1 out, 1 aboard. Smoke singled, first time up. First baseman, first pitch swing and drives that off the brick wall in left field. Sherlock Walk going to hold up at third base. 1 away. Runners at second, third, double from Sabrina Smoke.
Sabrina S doubles on a line drive to left fielder up to now. Sherlock W advances to third. KKC steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Now KK Campos, left-handed hitter against the lefty Walt Langston. Tough matchup here with 1 away. Walt Langston steps back, surveys the landscape. First pitch coming to KK Campos. No score, duck ditch dots. Trying to break it open. Squeeze bunt down to Rudyard Doyle at first base. Hobbs Rousseau covers. They'll make the out at first, but that's going to push the run across. The walk from Sherlock Walk pays off.
KKC sacrifices. First baseman Rudyard D to second baseman Hobbs R. KKC out advancing to first. Sherlock W scores. Sabrina S advances to third. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. Colt M steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Squeeze bunt from KK Campos. Beautifully played. The lefty dragged it up the first base line. Doyle to Rousseau on the out and
count is
Walk
0-1.
to the plate. Sherlock Walk drew the deep 1 out walk in this bottom of the third. You look back on your screen at Sherlock's at bat after that error, that mistake in the first inning of the pop out to catcher on a 3-0 count. Probably having flashbacks to his triple, thinking he was going to juice a ball to the brick wall. Popped out to catcher. Well, this time around, you see 9 pitch at bat by Sherlock Walk, resulting in that free pass, the double from Sabrina Smoke. And the KK Campos squeeze bunt for a 1-0 lead. Colt Mix, cleanup batter, the shortstop, fouls it away.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
2 strikes up on Colt Mix. Lines it at Hemingway Shakespeare, third out, gloved on the line drive.
Colt M lines out to shortstop Hemingway S. That ends the bottom of the third. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. Leading off for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut will be Oscar K., then Edgar C., then Walt L.
That's the top of the order coming up for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Danger coming at him with the Duck Ditch Dots now up 1-0. K Gas throwing it well, but got to face the top of the order. Kipling, Christie, and Langston heading to the plate.
We welcome a proud new sponsor of Ballyard Baseball, celebrating the mundane activities of the game and the realities of being human, taking nightlife to a new, low level. The Spit and Scratch Bar, where you can spit and you can scratch. The Spit and Scratch, where free expression and unfiltered behavior are welcome and encouraged. Who approved this? You are listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
It's the top of the fourth. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. Oscar K is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Oscar K steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Oscar Kipling, 5-inning game, top of the fourth. First pitch swinging, line drive to left field, picked up by Sherlock Walk, thrown back in, single, leadoff for Kipling.
Oscar K singles on a line drive to left fielder Sherlock W. Edgar C steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Edgar Christie with Oscar Kipling aboard on a first pitch single. Edgar, a couple foul
The
offs.
count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
Lays off a beautiful
The count
pitch from
is
K
1-2.
Gas. Just missed. Now a line shot to right, and that's going to drop in front of Porter pitching. 2 aboard, nobody out. Kipling at second, Christie at first.
Edgar C singles on a line drive to right fielder Porter P. Oscar K advances to second. Walt L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today. The count is 1-0. The count is 1-1. The count is 1-2. The count is 1-2.
Walt Langston fouling that away. 1-2 count. K Gas gives up back-to-back base hits to open up the top of the fourth. 1 to left. The first hit by Kipling. 1 to right. The second hit by Christie. Now Walt Langston. 1-2 count. Here comes the heater from K Gas. Lets it rip. Line shot to center. BB Heat stays in front of that. Keeps it from rolling to the brick wall, but the bases are full after the single by Langston.
Walt L singles on a line drive to center fielder BB H. Oscar K advances to third. Edgar C advances to second. Maya S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Dangerous spot. Maya Sinclair, one of the elite hitters in the league.
The count is 0-1.
Fouls it away. Lined out to center field. First time did Maya.
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Bases full, 1-0. Dots playing defense in a jam, up by 1. First place battle here today between the only 2 undefeated teams remaining in Ballyard baseball. Delivery coming to Maya Sinclair. Big swing, hard shot to KK Campos. Steps on third, fires to Perk P at second, fires to Sabrina Smoke at first. Triple play out of the
Maya S
inning.
grounds into a triple play. Third baseman KK Smith to second baseman Perk P to first baseman Sabrina S. Oscar K did not score. Edgar C out advancing to third. Walt L out advancing to second. That ends the top of the fourth. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. Leading off for Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle will be BB H, then Porter P, then Kendall R.
That'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up for Duck Ditch Dots. Wow, 5-4-3 around the horn triple play. Maya Sinclair couldn't have hit it much harder, but hit a rocket one hopper, snagged backhand style by KK Campos. And right by the bag, stepped on it, went around the horn. The left-handed third baseman, by the way, KK Campos, had to reach back toward fair territory, but was right at the bag and set up for a lefty throw over to second to Perk P, who turned it, flung it to Sabrina Smoke out of a jam. Single, 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 and then a 3-out ground ball from Maya Sinclair. Even the finest don't always prevail. Sinclair could not get that job done with a huge spot right there for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. Duck Ditch Dots, Heat, pitching and ring up the batters. Coming around the backside in the bottom of the fourth in a 1-0 ball game from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. 9-time Platinum Cobalt Titanium Certified Local Recording Legends, presenting a mashup medley from the new album, The Hummers Hum Holiday Hits. Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
Yeehaw!
Ribby Rodeo, professional rodeo in Sugar Lake. 2 nights each week. We're not stupid, only on nights there are not ball games at the Ballyard. All good rodeo starts with bull riding and ends with bull riding. Recognized as the #1 barrel racing rodeo on the circuit. Plus, mutton busting, greased pig, and open pits provided by Bullpen Barbecue. Ribby Rodeo is a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball.
It's the bottom of the fourth. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. BB. H is at bat. Walt L pitching. The bases are empty. It's the bottom of the fourth. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. BB. H steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Strike 3, you're out.
BB. H strikes out looking. Walt L pitching. Porter P steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-0.
Foul.
The count is 1-1. Porter P lines out to left fielder Upton L. Kendall R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Hey, Morgana, play-eye by play-eye, I guess comes in handy. Got a chance to get in a quick game of ping pong with Ping Pong Winchester. Imagine that, the legendary retired voice of the Ballyard, one of the forebearers of this great Highland Island and the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, within the village of Sugar Lake. Ping Pong Winchester enjoying this first place showdown between Sweetwater Sugar Gliders and Duck Ditch Dots, and he wanted to get the paddles going. I jumped back there, and I guess the computerized robot went to autopilot. Self-driving, couple outs there. Strikeout looking by BB Heat. And then Porter pitching, lines out to left field, caught by Upton Lit out in left for 2 away. Kendall Ringup, talented catcher, such a good pitching staff. You got to have a great catcher to handle good pitchers, and that is exactly what Kendall Ringup does for this Duck Ditch Dots squad. The right-handed batter prepares for this pitch from Walt Langston, fouls it away.
The count is 0-1.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Ground ball back to pitcher Walt Langston, makes the play on it. Over to Rudyard Doyle, 3 away.
Kendall R grounds out. Pitcher Walt L to first baseman Rudyard D. That ends the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1.
1-0 top of the fifth. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. 2 wins in 2 tries. One of the 2 undefeateds playing the other undefeated. Their last chance here. 5th inning coming. Sweetwater to the plate. Maya Sinclair hit into a triple play. Duck Ditch Dots last inning against the Gliders, able to get out of a huge jam and get past that dangerous number 4 batter. Upton Litt, Sendak Seuss, and Rudyard Doyle due up in the top of the 5th, the deciding frame here at the Ballyard on a beautiful day for baseball. River Morgan with you from the skybox, back with the capper, the finale to the action, followed by fireworks from Pyro Point behind center field as our action comes to a big crescendo. Top of the peak coming up next.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Starting 9 Golf Course. Crush your tee shot over the Sugar Monster and win a free round. And by Sweet Strings Band Shell. Live music from classical to country. And by umpires. We're people too. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Ballyard Baseball. Ballyard Baseball. Hey, Ballyard Baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard Baseball. Ho, ho, ho.
It's the top of the 5th. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut, 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle, 1. Upton L is at bat. KG pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Upton L steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Our thanks to today's 5 umpire crew behind the plate. Lucy Dennis calling balls and strikes, doing a great job with this 1-0 game, a tight pitching battle. 7 hits total in the game, 4 for Duck Ditch Dots, 3 for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders. You see the box score on your screen. It's Lucy Dennis behind the plate. Ryan Grogan down the first base line umpiring. J.D. Petrino umpiring at third. The gap is umpired by Billy Clem, the great grandson of Hall of Famer William Clem. Look him up. 18 times a World Series umpire. That's an MLB record. And the great grandson, Billy Clem, of that Hall of Famer, handling the gap today, umpiring the gap out in right center field. And our shack umpire, Juco Jimmy, out by the Ballyard Bets. Boarded up shack outside the stadium. Beautiful night for ball at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. From the skybox, River Morgan with my friend and computerized robot, Morgana.
The count is 0-2.
Upton Litt, trying to get something going here.
The count is 1-2.
Strike 3, you're out.
Upton L strikes out swinging. KG pitching. Sendak S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Good to hear the mini book report from Sendak Seuss about his jersey number, his last at-bat. Grounded out to first base on that AB. 1-1 pitch, flies it to left field deep. Sherlock Walk retreating.
Sendak S flies out to left fielder Sherlock W. Rudyard D steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Rudyard Doyle, last hope for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders.
Strike 1.
Rudyard watches a
The
strike.
count is 0-1.
Trying to get an at-bat started here is Rudyard Doyle. K. Gass finishing strong now. Pitcher for the Duck Ditch Dots. 60 pitches
The count
thrown.
is 0-2.
K. Gass trying to finish Rudyard Doyle.
Ball 1.
Down and out. Tried to hit the bottom edge, missed the zone. Good pitch. Now in, missed just inside.
The count is 2-2.
Rudyard Doyle. 2-2 count, 2 away. Trying to get aboard. Tying run right here at the plate. Fouls it away.
2-2. The count is 2-2.
Fouls away another. Two pitch coming. Swing and a miss.
Rudyard D strikes out swinging. KG pitching. That ends the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sweetwater Sugar Gliders Donut. 0. Duck Ditch Dots Red Circle. 1.
Duck Ditch Dots and K-Gas close it out with the strikeout of Rudyard Doyle, and K-Gas picks up the win. Second win of the season for K. Walt Langston takes the tough loss as Walt gives up just 1 run in the 4 innings delivered. First loss of the season for Walt and first loss of the season for Sweetwater Sugar Gliders in a pitcher's duel. Another 1-0. Duck Ditch Dots have now won 3 games by a combined total score of 4-1, scoring 2 in one of their games, 1 in the perfect game pitched by Porter Pitching, and now they fire up a 3-hitter, no runs allowed, with K-Gas doing the work. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, nobody walked, 65 pitches, 48 strikes, and that is how the Duck Ditch Dots build their win. Go back to that 3rd inning on the play-by-play on your screen. You can see what happened after a clean inning on defense at the top of the 3rd, couple strikeouts and a pop-out. It was a strikeout to K-Gas batting. The pitcher was batting to lead off that inning for the Duck Ditch Dots. Sherlock walk, a 9-pitch walk, his specialty. Sabrina Smoke, the big double to put him on 2nd, 3rd. A squeezed bunt from KK Campos pushed home the only run of today's matchup between undefeated teams here at the Ballyard. Get you a break here, come back on the backside, wrap it up, and get some fireworks and some holiday spirit, including some sounds from the Hummers and their new holiday album, The Hummers Hum Holiday Hits, coming up after the final break on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Duck Ditch Dots final score 1-0 over Sweetwater Sugar Gliders in our matchup of previously undefeated teams now sitting alone atop the standings. Duck Ditch Dots at 3-0.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by the Flyover Gondola. Hover over a game or enjoy the best view of Sugar Lake's nightly fireworks show. And by Ballyard Bets, honoring our cease and desist order. And by Sweet Peace Cemetery, the sweet way to go.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
The 12-6 Diner, voted Sugar Lake's #1 diner since dining. Owner and line cook Uncle Charlie invites you to stop in at the 12-6 Diner, inspired by the curveballs of Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, Barry Zito, Clayton Kershaw, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, and Hideki Okajima. Take a picture with our statue of Candy Cummings, inventor of the curveball in the 1860s. Open daily from midnight to 6 a.m. The place to be after every game at the Ballyard. Talk ball, be seen, and eat locally greased and fried diner food at the 12-6 Diner.
River Morgan with you from the Skybox. Morgana has powered down our computerized robot play-eye-by-play-eye. Thanks to Morgana for the work today. As I bring you down the backside of this 1-0 win for Duck Ditch Dots. 12-6 Diner, it's where I'm heading. Open every day midnight to 6 a.m. Talking ball in my corner booth. River Morgan and the Sugar Lakers. All you village folk, thanks for hanging out at 12-6 Diner. Also find all things Ballyard Baseball online at ballyardbaseball.com. 1-0 our final. Santa back with us today at the park. Great to have Santa. Looked tired today. He was sleepy, but still jolly. Santa, thank you for being here. Post-game fireworks coming from Pyro Point beyond center field at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. You see the village displayed before you on your screen. The flyover gondola hauling people out of here right now, hovering above the beautiful Highland Island and Sugar Lake. Sugar Tracks Railroad loading them up and taking them around the bend to the 12-6 Diner. The water taxi is barely afloat, jam-packed with fans from the Ballyard. And, of course, personal watercraft being unmoored and floated across back to the village and the 12-6 Diner. Thanks again to our 5-umpire crew and our Best in the Land grounds crew and stadium staff for making this game happen. Friday, December 27. That's tomorrow. Another great matchup on the Ballyard Baseball Network. 7:30 p.m. is the scheduled start time for tomorrow's action, featuring Bomb Mob and Prenatal Prospects. Now, that's 7:30 in the Mountain Time Zone. I just randomly picked time zones to throw out and feature the Mountain folk on that time. At 6:30 Pacific tomorrow in the evening, 8:30 Central and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Bomb Mob got a big win yesterday over Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. Bomb Mob sitting pretty in the standings of Ballyard Baseball. Looking to pick up another win tomorrow against Prenatal Prospects. Starting to feel bad for the Prenatal Prospects and Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite. Neither team has picked up a win yet, and they both position themselves as engineered future superstars for the Prenatal Prospects and just better than you Elite Prospects Gold Platinum Elite, both winless to this point in the season. That'll happen tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us. I'm River Morgan from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Until we talk again tomorrow for that matchup of Bomb Mob and Prenatal Prospects, we bid you so long from the Ballyard, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle. Happy holidays from Ballyard Baseball.
BBN.